pumped right here for all these squads. Now, we do have Bigetron sitting out here in game number 1. Still a lot of monster squads, though. I mean, every single team that is here playing in the PMGC is a monster team. We'll just have to see how they start off strong. I always think that first game, it sets the pace to see how the rest of your day is going to go. And let's see who's going to come out on top as we look at the beautiful plane heading here. And it looks like it's headed towards the south side, towards military base.
Outside, baby, and we already know a couple teams, they like to drop down there. Remember, groups A and B, that's who's going to be in the first game of the day. And real quick, before things get hectic, I wanted to say that Jason said there's a fashion contest this week. Wear your best drip. Hey, I just got the piglet suit and the corn suit. So I don't know if that's gonna rank me up there at the top with the contenders, but I already know, Jukes, like you got a lot of skins in your inventory.
I got a few, to say the least, you know. But dude, to be honest with you, I'm always rocking that sombrero, dog. You know, represent.
Yeah.
Always got to represent. So, but I'm really excited to see, like, of course, what everybody decides to come up with. Always some cool combinations. And to me, I don't want to see just regular sets. I want to see people mix it up from different sets and make something look really nice. But speaking of nice, look at this first circle going on up here in match number 1. It's going to be off to the west side, and I think this is a really fair zone for all these squads. They're going to really like this one.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not the unnamed, right, down there in Nova, so regardless, they should be able to get a boat, maybe wrap all the way down there to the south and just avoid everybody. Honestly, if I am the unnamed, I'm going to loot real quick, maybe spend about 2.5 minutes here, try to see what you can gather, and then I'm going to immediately get in a boat and go all the way up there to that hospital, Georgia Pool area, because honestly, that west side, the coast, it is just free and clear right now, Jukes.
Yeah, it is for now. The only issue, though, every single time you see one of these plane paths that just kind of goes one direction and the circle hard shifts off, I think you're going to see a lot of teams have the possibility of dropping on each other to possibly get a vehicle to head on over to that west side. So far, so good. Don't see any knocks just yet, but we're definitely starting to see their these different squads lock down their respective locations. And it looks like Zeus decided to take Pachinki here in match number 1.
You love to see it. It's wide open, baby, for the taking. But DRS, this is a team that did not qualify for the first Super Weekend. They're in a hot drop right now, trying to stake their claim in Yasnaya.
It'll be a battle here at Yasnaya. Oh, off the hill. AJ, though, tried to be able to hold it down, but Secret Jin just too fast. Able to get that really nice flick off the rip. And that's going to be 1 kill for them. They're going to have a big advantage going into this fight off the start. Looks like Secret Jin, they're going to be really well spread out in this loot. And DRS, they're just running away from this one completely. Can't blame them.
Have to. I mean, they have to. If this was week 1 DRS, I would have said, all right, DRS, they're probably going to go for that revenge play. They're probably going to try to push this and see if they can acquire some kill points, maybe even a squad wipe. But they have a little more pressure on their shoulders coming into this week. They cannot afford to get taken out first, because if they get taken out first right now, that's 0 points, and that is not how they want to start out their week.
Yeah, not to mention, I mean, the rough part for these squads is since they didn't attend the Super Weekend, not only they lost a lot of points, but they lost a lot of experience as well. They didn't get those 2 days of gameplay in under their belts. So they're kind of coming in off a long break right now. And game number 1, they have to crush it. They have no choice. At this point, to be honest with you, their chances of getting first place are already, I think they're pretty in danger. Just the fact that they missed 1 Super Weekend, but missing 2, I mean, at that point, your chances of even getting top 16, I think, are going to be pretty risky.
I just think DRS, they should feel pretty fortunate. Yes, they lost 1, but we know 4 a.m. they like to rotate just north of Yasnaya, and that's exactly what they did. They're already going to be in that North George area. They did leave one of their members behind to kind of scout out Yasnaya, maybe see if they can get a pick. But if all 4 of them were rotating while that gunfight was happening, you got to bet, like, they would have loved to have third party that one. So, hey, DRS, they still have a fighting chance. Hopefully they can get that loot in Yasnaya. Hopefully they can continue to survive.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I mean, it's always tough. Right now, that's out of all the teams and players alive, the only player down is going to be that one member from DRS. They're going to have that 3-man get together and be able to get those safe, smart play rotations and just kind of make it happen. Going to have to make it happen, but it ain't going to be easy, especially with all these squads that are playing. I mean, no squad in this lobby is free points. You got to be able to make plays on every single one of them. And it's still early game here so far. I like the fact that we're seeing these squads pretty spread out. No really insane early engagements. And I think everybody's just trying to play it safe in game number 1.
I mean, at least compared to week 1, where a lot of these teams were kind of feeling out each other, maybe even for the first time recognizing, okay, this squad, this is how they play. They like the 2-2. They like to rotate in this direction. We have a couple games played now, so teams definitely have time to go back with their coaches and even themselves and just kind of review the footage, review the VODs, and kind of get a better feeling for the way of the land here. So that's why we see a lot of these teams, like you mentioned, pretty separated for the time being, not opting to risk it this early on and take a very dangerous engagement.
Honestly, that's why I'm so pumped about PMGC in general, because the first time we get to see all these players or teams from the top regions go at it for this long. Every other time that the world has been able to kind of come together, it's only for 2 days, 3-day matches. This is going to be a few weeks here. So we're going to definitely, I think, see some metas change. We're going to see some drop locations get switched and players just start adapting. At the end of the day, this is the best in the world, baby. Going at it for some big bucks. So we'll have to find out, of course, which team is going to have the best month.
Big bucks to make it rain, baby. Make it rain. We saw Law right there in that compound. With the new update, right here. This is actually, I love these compounds because they're kind of scattered. And with the new update on the map, we'll have to get back to that because IC trying to survive.
Yeah, you get to see him just stuck out right now. Try to get that nade. That would have been so clutch. Unfortunately, just a little off the mark. Not to mention, these are those new grenades after this update. They don't have just a big damage radius. But if you land it right on top of their heads, that's gonna be a good solid knock. And yeah, that's gonna be their first one. And the rest of this Zeus squad is completely separated from them. So that's gonna be just 1 point there for GODSENT.
Zeus didn't qualify for the first super weekend. For them to have Icy out there, it looked like Icy was somewhat scouting down there to the south of Pachinki. Meanwhile, the other 3 members of their squad were still looting. So very interesting play coming out from them. Konina Power up here on the high ground, though, taking some shots, trying to get some points on squads with that rotate.
And Konina Power loves that DP. Such a strong weapon to have, especially catching vehicles on rotation axe or with the laydown. Just trying to get those picks. And most try to shoot out those tires. If you're able to blow those tires up, that vehicle ain't going anywhere. But so far, so good for Power 888. They're going to be able to make a relatively safe rotation here in the early game.
So going back to Zeus, honestly, you lost one. So you lost one. They sent it out there. They got the information. Okay, what do you do now? I think you regroup and you just hold down some buildings in Pachinki because it is only circle number 1. Pachinki could definitely still be favored moving forward in these zones, so only time will tell. But one thing I know for sure that Zeus cannot afford, I see Ronin, very soft split. One thing they cannot afford is to continue to lose one member for free.
That's the unfortunate part, is that out of the two squads that have lost a member, these are both teams that did not qualify for the last Super Weekend. Not a great start for these teams. At the end of the day, though, they're going to have to be able to clutch it up. Looking at this next circle, it's going to center out right here in this Gatka area. These teams are going to know this side of the map like the back of their hands, as well as they do pretty much all of Erangel, but this side in particular is a favorite for all these teams. I really love Loop's position at the compound just south of Everest. That's one of my favorite locations for this particular zone. They're going to see everybody on the rotation in that open field south, and they have plenty of opportunity to make some moves. But right now, we can still see Zeus in Pachinki just peeking out, trying to catch Power 888 slipping.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I was just talking about with Zeus. I mean, you're saying they're trying to catch Power 888. I think Zeus are caught slipping right now because Ronin is so separated that if a fight was to erupt, Ronin can't afford to run across that open field without being spotted.
Oh, but there goes Abel trying to be able to get that first knock. He's going to give away his position. And like you mentioned, I mean, they are very, very separate. You can see Ice after those shots immediately. All eyes are on Abel, and he is right now just looking at his squad saying, man, I shot. They know I'm here, brother. I'm gonna need some assistance here in the next few seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I totally understand the play. They got two players when we look at Zeus, they got two players in a very good position to kind of get that cover fire, that crossfire on squads that might have rotated in that wide open field. But the one counter to that strategy is the team rolling up in Pachinki, because you cannot afford to peek without being spotted in that situation. So we'll have to pay close attention and see how that one unfolds.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Archer Gaming, we're switching on here. We can just see some shots with that red dot, switching to the DP3X on the Konina Power, but it looks like they are going to be able to make it to those reds just on the east side of Pachinki. It's going to be a strong location for them. Now, oh, we did see TTOP get that knock on that Zeus member. And I wonder, Dave, what do you think? I mean, after that first player knocked, do you think that they just separated, just go for placement points at that point?
I think it's too early to even go for that strategy, honestly, you know, so we'll see.
They're all separate.
I know they definitely had time to regroup and kind of bunker down in Pachinki. I think it goes to show you that Zeus, they're kind of looking to get aggressive and maybe take advantage of squads on that rotate, you know, spray down those vehicles like you were just talking about a couple of moments ago. But they lost that when Icy went down and out. They lost what you got in the arsenal. And they had only 3 members, right? Now they're down to just 2. So I think now, definitely just go for placement points. That's all they can do.
Yeah, you can just see right now is DA. This is another squad that's already down. It's got Silas pretty hurt right now. We'll see if he's able to get the pickup as Ray Z is trying to put some pressure fire onto Konina Power. Man, we've been watching Konina Power rotate all over this map. They've been getting shot at pretty, I mean, since the start of this one. But right now, it looks like they're still relatively safe and just trying to figure out where they want to set themselves down to the next circle.
Yeah, I mean, Konina Power, very strong position if these zones continue to favor on up into that Gatka area. Okay,
oh.
and it will. So we like to, we see often, or we saw last week at least, when we have zones like this, a lot of teams, they like to go into those chopsticks. And Konina Power, they're overlooking that. So we'll see if that position will pay off for them.
And that chopstick position's so tough, especially in this circle, if the zone hard shifts off of it. If it stays in it, it's good. If it goes off of it, it's devastating. We'll see, though, right now, as Gonzo has got some eyes on Aerowolf Limax driving by. Does get one knock. Oh, and Rob Dini is going to get the press, the finish, and here he goes, trying to get the spray down. Good shots. Not able to get another knock, though. But that one kill is still going to be so huge. They're going to get a lot of loot from that.
Big fan of Rob Dini. You saw the disengage from Aero. They almost left one of their members behind. Hey, pick me up in that U as they were trying to get on out of harm's way. So they were able to get back in to cover. And hey, I'm just going to keep talking about Zeus because like we kind of have to here. Pachinki, it's still in play, Hot Jukes. If only they would have grouped up earlier on. You know, you can only imagine. We'll see, though. We'll see as we're going to be checking on in Blue Bees across the way. DRS, they had the first blood on their end of things this game.
Yeah, and you can just see right now, DRS still, they have that 3-man. They're going to set up right here in this little compound and just try to hold it down the best they can. Moving on over, though, Secret Jin is in a lot of trouble. 4 angry men at the bottom of this hill, throwing up some smokes, just trying to play this really passive, but Secret Jin is completely pinned between these two squads. It goes Alpha 7. Law getting that crucial first knock. And now, I believe, that's it. No, yeah, Secret Jin completely down and out. First team eliminated here in game number 1.
I mean, you had 4 AM, pinch them, surprise them from the runes, and then Alpha 7 working their way down the mountain up there. Secret Jin just kind of stuck on in between the two teams. And now we see the push 4 AM. It looks like they're actually going to be trying to wrap around the northern end and take the fight with Alpha 7. This is huge.
Yeah, you can just see right there, Sook on that off angle. They're pretty separate right now as they have 2 in a vehicle rotating, trying to figure out where this best spot's going to be. Law picking up that buggy, throwing down some smokes, playing this really, really safe. But it looks like they're going to be able to make this rotation away from 4 a.m. pretty safe right now.
And just in time, because, I mean, we got 2 members from 4 a.m. It looks like they're trying to kind of get that backstab here. Very interesting play from 4 a.m. You love to see it.
What? I mean, yeah, I can see the map right now. They're rotating all the way around Everest in the blue. But back to the fight. As we look here, it looks like Abrupt Slayers have Nova pinned down. Really, oh, nice nade from Leon. That's going to probably get the finish here. Oh, it bounces off the roof. Not able to thread the needle. And it looks like Jimmy's going to be able to survive. Great smokes as well. I think a great disengage from Nova right here.
I mean, you say that. I thought they were pinned down. I thought they were locked out. But this goes to show you how utility, those smokes play such a crucial role in this game of PUBG Mobile, because they were stuck in that guard tower. They used the smokes, they blocked the sight lines, and Abrupt Slayers, they lost control of that fight right there. And Nova, they're able to reset.
Yeah, I mean, that's these little micro plays I think make all the difference, especially here at this high level. Look at Order 6. He has got his eyes locked on Salim right here. Just opting to decide when to take those shots. Not doing it just yet. Looking at the kill feed. Konina Power getting some knocks in there. 4 a.m. They ended up losing a member to the blue zone. I'm not sure exactly what that rotation was all about. But back to the fight here. Konina Power pushing up on the Aerowolf Limax.
Black-White already in the compound with the support of Gonzo. Just going to be boosting on up before this fight erupts.
You're getting naded right now. Really bad. It's popping that first aid while the rest of his team is trying to get that support fire. But Konina Power, they're on the hunt. They know that they have the man advantage against Aerowolf Limax here. And they're trying to just bully their way on in. Potato, looks like he's got a nade cocked and loaded. Is he going to be able to hit this one? Looks like he's throwing it onto Axer, and he gets it! That's going to make it a 2v3. That's a really good opportunity here. And they're going to start chunking nades up into that upper window. Might just turn around in favor for Aerowolf if they're able to get a second knock especially.
Potato with the golden arm right now. You already know Potato wants to get that confirmed. Ralphini going to be pushing, trying to get the pickup. It's a 2v2. It's a 2v1.
Aerowolf Limax crushing this right now. Yeah, they're about to take out. It's just Black-White left, holding the ankle, but it's not enough. What a play right there from Aerowolf, Renare and Potato. Just straight 2v4 in Konina Power here at the start of game number 1. That's what I'm talking about.
That was beautiful. I mean, the aggression from Konina Power, trying to close that one up, but Potato and the nades reigning supreme.
Yeah, you can just see right now. Off to another fight already. Abrupt Slayers did push up onto Nova, and it looks like they already have 2 down. Nova playing this really spread out, but they're doing so well with their utility, just using each other. And you can see Joker's going to have to try to go for these reses here, but it's going to be so risky.
Abrupt Slayers, they knew exactly before they got into this fight who they were pushing. They got a knock just a couple moments ago. Instead of avoiding the fight, they're pushing right on into the squad of Nova.
You see Leon. Leon's holding that back line right now. He's all the support. He cannot get knocked. If he gets knocked, then they're just going to full send onto Abrupt Slayers up here. It's literally only him. Yeah, and you can just tell Paraboy's trying to get that crucial knock, because that is avoiding, that's not letting Order 6 push up onto him, on the rest of the squad.
Yeah, and this fight is a very important fight because they're fighting for this cover. They're fighting for this compound up here to the northwest. And whoever wins this is going to be setting up in a very strong position moving forward.
Ooh. Oh, that was a vehicle explosion knock right there. But I don't think Nova can push this, especially with Leon's angle. Next circle, though, is going to go on up. This is going to be so crucial. Where's it going to head off to? It's going to head to the north side, baby. On to Archer, Alpha 7. Every other squad is going to have to start moving right here, right now. We just saw the Unnamed get eliminated as we're going back to this Abrupt Slayers and Nova fight.
Yeah, all the more reason this fight is even more important. Time is not on their side. They need to close this fight out before DEA takes that position in the zone right in front of them. Might even gatekeep them. Order, tossing out a smoke. Here comes the fight.
Yep, you called it just perfectly. 20 seconds left on the clock. They're feeling the pressure, and there goes Nova with that smoke. Just trying to get that second knock. Going on over to Alpha 7. We can see them holding this position. They're going to be holding it right at the edge of the zone. Man, I would really like to get back to that fight, and we can just see as we get it back onto it now. Oh, Charlie! I'm sorry, Shari able to get a huge knock right there. And you can see Paraboy still holding that roof.
with the M4. So Paraboy definitely has the vantage point when it comes to the sight lines. Leon, you mentioned it. Leon holding that off angle was spotted, tagged, and bagged. I think this is a 2v2. This might be a 2v2.
Yeah, you can see Paraboy and Jimmy, the last two members up for Nova. And you can just see they're already looking at this next circle. How are we going to get into this one? Abrupt Slayers, they're already in a buggy as well. That's going to be a risky rotation if they just try to take off with Nova still alive. Not sure what their plan is. We'll see how it's going to be executed, though, as we are moving on over. Archer and Alpha 7 here in the north side of the circle.
I'm pretty sure those were Nova's buggies as well. Nova, they parked those buggies in there. So Abrupt Slayers like, yes, we'll take this. Thank you very much, Nova.
And took those keys right out of their pockets. Love to see that right there. More teams, all these squads are starting to get eliminated right now. Federal with the great shots. Gonna get 3 knocks, only 1 left up. I'm sorry, 2 left up from Digital Athletics. And they're at a big disadvantage, especially at the bottom of this hill. You're gonna have to start seeing some smokes come out. Oh, third party though from GODSENT. Can't gotta hit this nade.
I love the aggression from GODSENT. They did not qualify for week number 1 when it comes to the Super Weekend. They're coming into these games and they are not avoiding the conflicts. They are getting involved up close and personal. Let's see, can they come out on top of this one? I think they only got 1 more up, trying to heal on up with the blue zone right on top of them.
It's over. I mean, that Power 888 has got that north angle on them. They're gonna have to just run it out. And you can just see him. Trollkiss trying to make a play against Golden in a 1v1 in the blue zone. He's got to hit this one. Golden just too fast. There goes GODSENT right there. Stuck in a really, really tough position. But now it's just this one member from Loops, Golden, with the buggy. He's going to park right next to this tree, hit that lay down really quick, and try to hold it down as this next circle is going to shift south from all these teams. Alpha 7, Archer, they're going to have to push right on the open, Dave.
Woo. Still 5 kills from GODSENT though, so honestly they got taken out right there. Very challenging position. I think they're going to be pretty satisfied with game number 1, all things considered. Alpha 7 though, they got the whole team up. They are looking to get the squad wipe onto Archer Gaming so that they can push on into the zone. The one thing that kind of catches me though, Jimmy from Nova might third party this.
Yeah, you can just tell he's just laying right there on the south side. I don't think he's trying to give away his position just yet, especially considering that he's still outside of this circle. So I think he's just kind of waiting for this fight up here to work itself out. And here comes Stenatexa trying to be able to put the pressure on. Archer said, though, oh, this zone's coming. Forget you guys. We're going to try to get position first. We don't want to deal with this one. This is zone 6, Dave. This one hurts.
And they're just sending it right on into the middle. They got these bowlers to work with. They're going to be using these U-houses for cover as they get the spray down onto Alpha 7.
A song they had the perfect opportunity onto Alpha 7 there. Not able to hit the shots quick enough. So it looks like they're going to have only 2 remaining members left for Alpha 7, but they're getting third parties. Well, here comes Jimmy for the back end. They hurt him.
Oh,
looking
Jimmy!
Straight at him. Sorry, Jimmy. You ain't going nowhere. There, Alpha 7 was waiting for you.
Jimmy almost got the unintentional run over right there, but like you said, Alpha 7, they spotted that one out a mile away. And Archer Gaming, all that mayhem, the YOLO senses center didn't pay off.
Yeah, you can see Law with a great shot onto 33 Savant on the roof right there. And Alpha 7, they're pressing this really hard. Oh, what a Car 98 shot from Asakil. He's going to get the finish as well, it looks like. Oh, he's got that 8X dialed in. Great knock right there from 4AM.
So I was questioning 4AM's big brain rotate earlier on in zone number 2. Yes, they lost 1 to the blue, but somehow their rotations paid off. They're going to be right there on the edge on that west side, looking very strong as we have 3 teams to go.
Yeah, you can just see right now the east side hill of Pachinki. This is where it's going down. They definitely know these angles right here. Golden's just on full snake mode right now. I think it's only a matter of seconds here before he gets spotted. 4AM inside of these reds are really holding it. You can just see Power 888. They're looking for him. Not able to spot him just yet, though.
Golden, AKM in hand. A very strong bush providing that cover. That's a makeshift ghillie suit right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He doesn't want to leave that bush at all. The only issue is he's going to have to, I believe. This next circle is going to go pretty darn It's going to shift south on the map, but that's going to be up on this hill right here. And Power 888 have a pretty solid position. And you can see Sook from 4 a.m. He's going to be leading the way, trying to catch him. Oh, look at that. 33 Savan. He's got Golden's. Oh! Able to buy a couple seconds alive. Still holding on to Golden.
And this is going to allow Power 888 to potentially get the reset. This is Power 888's best game yet. 8 kills so far. Over 1,000 damage done. Golden, though, the thorn in both of these squads.
He's just got that little slight dip in that hill that's protecting him from all these angles. But you can just tell right now, 33 Savan's giving that intel off to Sook. And he's trying to get that nade on him, not able to do it. Now TTOP's got eyes on Golden. But Golden just refuses to go down.
You got 4 a.m. I really like that, what they're playing. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. 4 a.m. though, they're kind of spread out. They're trying to flex their dominance with this new zone. Let's see if they can end this one on a chicken dinner on a high note.
That was a huge knock from TTOP. That completely eliminated that side of the map. Now all they have to do is turn their heads and focus on these last two members, and they know exactly where they're at. There's Gooey with the pre-fire. 33 Savan with that iron sight AK is trying to get this huge knock. Oh, that nade. This will be so huge. The jump, so risky. Ends up getting knocked and doesn't get the nade. Oh, what a misplay right there. Now it's just TTOP left. And 4 a.m. with some great Molotovs putting on more pressure. Oh, there goes a huge knock.
1v1,
baby. Oh,
4 a.m. They don't really need to move. They have the zone. Power 888, their solo needs to push up just a little closer. Wait. And here comes the push.
Gooey's unknocked. He's giving him that intel. He knows that they're going for the res. Oh, but the great shots from Hasaki was able to get the finish. And just like that, game number 1 for Angry Men.